I just wanted to come on and make a quick video on how to dig up your crabs. Just to be clear, we do not dig up our crabs for any reason unless there is an emergency. For example, if you have a flood in your tank or you have a bug infestation, not all bugs are harmful to our crabs, so please make sure that you go on and hop onto our Lycos group, and a moderator or admin will be happy to help you identify what it is and walk you through this process. But I just wanted to come on and make a quick video on how to do so if you have a flood, a bug infestation, or you have some type of bug mold in the tank, inside the substrate, or even in fungal blooms, things like that that can be toxic, harmful to your crabs while they're molting under. The first process is we are going to remove all our decorations. Just keep in mind that we are going to do this gently and carefully so that we do not disturb any of the sands. This is one of our temporary containers. I use this when I pick up a few rescues, or for isolation tank. It's always good to have a container if you don't have an isolation tank like I do have up here. It's always good to have something like this just in case you have a naked crab or you have to temporarily isolate one of your crabs. So here we go. We removed the decorations. Now what you want to do is you want to have some type of bucket next to you so that you can be able to remove the substrate as you go along. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from one side of the tank, and we're going to cup like this, and we're going to go around the substrate and pick up any excess and put it to the side. Okay, remember, we're cupping and we're going very slowly and gently, cupping it and moving it to the side. Now, we don't want to collapse any caves or tunnels the crabs might be in, just for the simple fact because they create caves because they need that oxygen inside. So collapsing a cave can suffocate them. So I think I see one here. So what we're going to do now that we see the shell, we're just going to go around it. We're going to go around it, and we're going to take out the sands gently. Very gently, all the way around. You can always go on Crab Street Journal. We have a guide on how to rehome your crabs. Always go, like I said, to our Lycos group and ask for guidance when doing this so that we can walk you through this process. This process is pretty stressful, not just for yourself, but for your hermit crabs as well. Okay, so I found one of my crabs. Now, you're going to be prepared when doing this. You're going to make sure that you have everything you need before you start with any of this process. So you're going to need a container that you're going to isolate your crab in. Remember that we're not sure if your molting crab will be molting, shedding their exo. So most likely, either they're going to be in their shell like this. Usually when they're just starting to molt, they're still in their shells, or when they're almost done with the process. So if you see their exoskeleton anywhere near here, you're going to collect that as well and place that in the container right along with your hermit crab. They do need to eat their exo before returning to the rest of your colony. So we're going to make sure that we're going to do this gently because they can still be very soft and we don't want to hurt them. So you're going to look for a plastic spoon from your kitchen. This is what I have because everything else is metal. So I'm going to put actually some substrate in the bottom of this container. Okay, you're going to make holes on your lid so that your hermit crab can breathe when you put him back in the isolation tank. So what we're going to do is we're going to gently scoop him under. We're going to go under the substrate that he's in and gently do this process. We want to minimize the stress. Okay, and we're going to place him in there. If we find his exo, we're going to put the exoskeleton inside the container with him, and then we're going to seal the lid. Remember, we're making lots of holes on this lid before this whole process. So here we have collected him. He is in here. So now what you're going to do is you can place him back in your main tank, you know, so that they can receive the humidity and heat that they require, or an isolation tank, either way. So this is the process for digging up your crabs. Remember that we do have more information, details on Crab Street Journal. You can also come and visit us on Facebook on the Lycos group, and we will guide you through this whole process. Remember, we are not messing with the substrate or digging up our crabs for any reason unless we have an emergency. Please reach out to one of our moderators, our team leaders in the group, and we will let you know what it is that needs to be done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful.